Hey guys, what's up? Lewin here at GarageBand and Beyond for another Guitar Tuesday. Yeah, Guitar Tuesday. So today I'm going to do something different. You know, just it's Guitar Tuesday. We like to do things differently around here on Guitar Tuesdays. So this is what you're used to seeing here is the back wall of my studio. I am in full work mode as far as mixing and tracking for people right now. So my room is a total mess. There's cables and headphones, and I'm sure a bunch of you guys know how that is. But this room, especially in the winter, mostly houses electric instruments, right? So, and the reason being because, sometimes I open the windows in here just to get fresh air when I'm dusting. This room is just better if the acoustics are out of it during the winter. This is what I've learned. So I stick them in the rest of the house. And so I thought, hey, I was going to just show you how I house all my acoustics. And then I thought I'd just show you every single acoustic guitar in my house this week. And then next week, probably I'll do all the electrics. But I was going to start with acoustics because, as you know, that's where my heart lies with my acoustics. I love my acoustics. So anyway, you leave my studio here and we're just going to come out here. And this is the hall that some of you probably recognize, okay? So let's just go down here and let's start. We'll start on this is sort of what I consider the good guitars that are lesser expensive wall. So I'll just go down the row from here and just go quickly. So this is a $90 classical guitar that I bought just so I could have these strings. And we'll talk about those later, but they're super, super low. It's a low A, and that's what makes that awesome. I love playing that guitar. Recording King, I have many Recording King guitars. This is the Rezo guitar, I love this one. This is my Epiphone, the John Lennon signature model. I got this thing a long time ago, and I didn't know how I was going to feel about it, and I can just say that I love it. This is an Eastwood. This is the Joey Leone signature model. Pretty decent one, although I'm supposed to be talking about acoustics, so I'm not sure why I'm showing you that guitar. The lure here, this is a hollow body, so I was going to play this as an acoustic because I do often play this as an acoustic. Another Recording King, one of my favorite guitars of all time for sure. This is my RAJ 126. I flipping love this guitar. This is one of the most underrated instruments in the world, I think. This is a 1967 Gibson B25. I got this for, I can't even remember, it was like $300 or something. It was a super, super good deal. And I have a lot of guitars. So this is the one. This is the best guitar in the world, the best acoustic guitar in the world, my Martin HD 28. I made a video, clickbaity video about that. Right next to it is my other Martin. This is my D28 that I actually found this guy in the garbage, and love that fact. Gotta love free D28. So anyway, that is, besides the studio, this is the hall of guitars. So you come out here. To right is my kitchen where they shoot real Italian kitchen. Perhaps I should have turned on some lights previous to this. But you come in here, there's even more guitars. So here's other great Recording King, the ROS 06. Phenomenally good guitar. And then as you come over here, more Recording Kings and stuff. Although there's a Baby Taylor that I've had forever and traveled the world with. This is another awesome Recording King. This is the ROS 627, super, super nice slotted headstock, really all solid, super nice guitar. My Rogue bass, Series 2, 4-string, dirt cheap bass, just so I could have one around the house to play. This is a Journey Instruments guitar. I actually really, really love this guitar, and I was sent this for a review. Quite a while ago, but I agreed, or I got them to agree to let me sort of hold on to it for a while because I wanted to see what it was going to do like over a year, and it also needs to be set up. I'm going to play it today, but that's why you haven't seen a review. Because the last one here is the left-handed Fender, and we bought that specifically because my wife is a left-handed person, but plays guitar right-handed, and at one point we were like, maybe it's a good idea for you to try a left-handed guitar. So we bought this one for like $100, and I'm not gonna play that, or maybe I will, and you can just hear what it sounds like when I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, so let's get to the guitars. Let's just start playing guitar, all right? All right, so first up, let's just talk about this little guitar. It's a really cheap, it's a little Lucinda. It's the LK2. I mean, it was literally 90 bucks, but I bought it for the strings. Because I didn't have I didn't have a classical guitar, period, so I needed one. These are transpositor strings. They're made in Argentina. They make them in all sorts of cool low tunings. But that's why I have this cheap little guitar. Okay, next guitar, the Recording King Rezo guitar. Could use a slide, but I wasn't smart enough to put a slide here earlier, so yes, obviously a slide would have been a cool demo, but watch the actual demo of this guitar because I did play slide. Next guitar. All right, this guitar right here, I play this almost every day, so this is a great guitar. The RAJ 126. Awesome guitar. I wish I'd played it a little earlier just to sort of wake it up for you, but this is one of those guitars after it sort of warms up, and like a lot of good acoustics, you know. But once this guy warms up and wakes up, it's super special. All right, so I gotta go grab another batch of guitars, and I'll be right back. So this is the 67 Gibson 67. This guitar sounds so cool. The strings are super dirty. That's the way I like them on these guitars. I just think they should sound, you know, like this. Awesome guitar. All right, next. This is the Lore. I think this is like the L350 something. It's not the world's most expensive one. Yeah, it's the oh yeah. Okay, yeah, it's the LH350 VS. Let's see. Just like if you need in the studio, like every now and then I will just throw a microphone on this guitar because it just has that sound, you know. You put a cool like live sounding reverb, like a live room sounding reverb on this guitar. It just has that, you know, old jazz boxy sound, you know. All right, next guitar. Oh, this was the very first Recording King guitar that I ever bought. I had seen a couple others of this particular model, like some friends had them. I had seen them in the store. I found this one on eBay actually, with a Shirtler pickup installed in it. And like literally the pickup that it was coming with was cost more than the guitar itself, and the guy was like just giving it away like it was like a $200 thing on eBay. So I was like, mine. Hands down, one of the best. Under $1,000, I would say, under $1,000 for this guitar. The ROS 06 is a spectacularly good sounding instrument. And mine doesn't have any of the issues. Like, I've heard all sorts of stuff about like the bridges coming up and stuff like that. Mine has not done that. I have kept, you know, humidification on it and all that, but I think any of those kinds of issues, it seems like they've worked them out down there at the Recording King factory, so that's good. I mean, it's a cool sounding guitar, but the wide neck. But the wide neck on this guitar. Right? It's just, it's great for all sorts of cool finger picking things that you want to do. I don't know about where you are, but the weather is wacky here today. And everything's like in and out of tune all day for me. But anyway, the ROS 06 is a spectacularly nice sounding guitar. And they're easy to find used, and they're good guitars. Next. This little baby Taylor and I have been all over the place. There's tons of good marks on it. This is a price from a beer that I bought in the Czech Republic a long time ago. Just a great little guitar. Brutally out of tune. One thing I remember thinking, like every time I play this instrument, one of the things I think is really, really great about these old baby Taylors is the neck and the playability of these guitars. Like the fretwork is just spectacularly good. They've never been grindy. They've always been, they came from the store like really nicely polished. And I bought this thing almost, I'd say like 17 years ago. And it's never needed a fret job, and even like with like minimal playing and stuff, like they've always just been in pretty decent condition, and just a great little guitar. It's got the nice little archback thing going on. Baby Taylors are cool. And I totally recommend them for beginners, like kids. If you've got a kid out there that like you want to get a decent guitar, just buy them a used Baby Taylor, because they're so much better than like the cheap little like $100 whatever guitars. And having a good sounding and playing instrument is, absolutely crucial for beginners. So that's why I really like the Baby Taylors, because you basically set them up and they just stay like that for a very, very long time. And they're just well built and they sound good and they play nicely, and that's awesome. So next guitar. I gotta say it is kind of fun doing this. I've never sat and played every single guitar. Now this guitar, this is the ROS 627. This is another Recording King, solid spruce top, solid rosewood back and sides. Super nice guitar. I will say, when I first got it, I was like, I liked its cheaper, counterpart better, just because it had aged a little bit right out of the factory. This one it needed some time to open up like any brand new guitar, but now it is way better than when I got it. The first few months I was like, oh no, did I make a bad decision? But no, I didn't. about this guitar, it just has like a nice, sweet, innocent tone to it. Another great finger picking guitar. And headstock is slotted with a really nice cap of rosewood. Not rosewood. Rosewood on the top. Just pretty guitar. Love this guitar. Next. Sure, why not? Let's add the bass to it. Just a good cheap bass to have around. I have done videos with this with Sunshine Superman. I have played it on stage. I play it at rehearsals a lot. If I just feel like playing around on some bass. But cool, cheap Rogue 2 basses. They're really cheap. They don't sound particularly good, but they always play well. You get them set up in the beginning, and they pretty much stay like that because they're made out of plywood, and plywood doesn't move all that much. So it's cool. Plywood, it is what it is. So let's just do this now. Let's see if I can even do it. You know what I always say, like when I get like frustrated with my students, like especially when I was doing a lot of beginner students and stuff, I would always be like, I don't know why they can't just do what I say, da 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 da. And then I got this left-handed guitar in my house and I started playing it, and I started like thinking about like when I sit there and say, just do the 4-note box, and I watch kids like, you're like, what? You're like, how is that so hard for you? Why is it so hard? And then I switch over to left-handed guitar, and it's basically that. Like I can barely, because I'm not practicing left-handed very much, but I can barely coordinate all of it. But so this guitar is probably not the best thing for me to demo because it's just a cheap little Fender. And it's out of tune, so I think that's the end of that. But it is true that playing that left-handed guitar reminds me of how hard it is to actually learn the guitar. Now this guitar, check this out. Can you see the design of that? Can you see that wedge shaped there? This is, I think it's called the Kaiser wedge. Is that particular body design? It is so cool sounding, this guitar. For a small-bodied guitar, it has exceptionally nice low end. And I wouldn't even see, not even for a small-bodied guitar. For a guitar, it's good. The low end on this is totally solid. It's very, it's got mahogany back and sides, so it's got that mahogany low end where it's soft, but this wedge design helps make it a little more boomy than a traditional, mahogany back and sides would normally sound. So it's a little more punchy than soft, like a typical mahogany back and sides, if you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, when I first got this guitar, I was genuinely surprised at how good it sounds. Journey Instruments makes this thing. It's the RT410. I will be doing a review of it after I get it set up because it does need a setup. I did keep it under humidification. I did what I normally do to take care of guitars, but it was just sort of an experiment, and it, I say it all the time that you have to buy guitars, when you're buying the lesser expensive ones, you have to get them set up. It's just a fact of life, and I haven't done it to this one yet. But it needs it. Okay, I think we're down to 2 more guitars, and I reserved the best for the last, So let's take a look at those Martin guitars of mine. All right, so the Martin D28, this is the one that I found in the garbage. The headstock was broken off of it and actually inside the body, but it was a nice clean break. Took it to my luthier friend, 20 bucks. They glued it on for me, left it nice and dirty looking because that's how I like it. Needs new strings, but besides that, awesome guitar. Man. Another thing about this, well, one thing about this guitar is that in the, probably almost 20 years that I've had it now, it has never needed a setup, honestly. Like, they put the neck back or the headstock back on, and that was it. It was totally fine. The saddle is unbelievably low, but it's perfect. It's set up perfectly. It doesn't ever need to be changed. Depends on how much I play it, obviously, but it has been super, super stable, which is kind of weird because the bridge is lifting off. You can't see it, but the bridge is very, very slightly lifting off. It has a couple of cracks in the back. I mean, the thing is kind of a dog as far as condition is concerned, but as far as playability and sound, it just shreds. I love this guitar. All right, last guitar. Let's talk about my baby. My baby. Whew. Instantly. I love my guitar. 1990 Martin HD28. Oh, the D28 is a 1984. This is a 90, and yeah. Alright guys, so the batteries just died in that other camera, and I didn't actually realize it until I was sitting there editing the video. So basically what I was going to say about that HD28 is that it is the best guitar in my collection, which, as you have now just seen, is quite extensive, and I love that instrument for a lot of good reasons. I would put that guitar up against any guitar in the world, acoustic guitar in the world, and if you ever want to come over and just like compare the two, let's do that. I think at the end of the day we'll probably just go, man, your guitar rips, and yeah, your guitar is awesome too. So it's not a competition, it's a brotherhood, but you know, best guitar in the world, mine. All right, you guys, so I think that covers Guitar Tuesday for this week, and I hope you enjoyed it. Please hit the subscribe and the like and the share buttons. That helps my channel grow, and that really does mean a lot to me, because that's what I want to happen, is my channel to grow and be awesome. You know, I've been doing this for a very long time here on YouTube, so please check out all the other videos that I've made. And otherwise, I hope you guys are having a great day. I got to get back to editing and back to mixing, so I'll see you guys later. Have a great day. Peace. Bye.